I'm Laurel.
I'm Meredith.
I'm Sarah.
748 million. This is the number of people on Earth that don't have access to clean drinking water. For today's speech, I've used the following sources: various pages from water.cc website, 10days.cc website, an article from cron.com, and an interview with Andrew Weaker, Vice President of Campus Outreach for the 10 Days at Texas A&M. My name is Lauren Clark, and today I'm going to be informing y'all of how and why Living Water was formed, who all is involved with Living Water International, and what Living Water International does. Living Water International exists to demonstrate the love of God by helping communities acquire the desperately needed clean water and to experience living water, the gospel of Jesus Christ, who alone satisfies our deepest thirst. So how and why was Living Water International formed? In 1990, a group from a church in Houston, Texas traveled to Kenya on a mission trip. When they got there, they noticed that there was a deep need for clean drinking water. They realized that a lot of people were coming up with diseases because they didn't have the simple access to clean drinking water like we do. They were really concerned with this need and decided that they were going to do something about it. So when they traveled back to the United States, they decided to form a nonprofit organization which became Living Water International. Harry Westmoreland Jr., who was a co-founder of Living Water International and who was on the first trip, had experience in drilling, and he thought that drilling wells would be the best way to fulfill the need of the clean water in these countries. He invented a portable drill that they would use in their company to take to these countries to be able to drill wells and get clean water to these people. They've now since expanded to 21 countries, and many organizations and people have become involved with this company. So who all is involved with Living Water? Many organizations have partnered with Living Water, nonprofits such as World Vision, the Water Project, Calvert Foundation, and many more that are on their website, water.cc/partnerships. However, not only organizations are involved with Living Water, individuals are involved as well. The 10 Days is a great example of this. The 10 Days is something put on in November, and the idea is for 10 days you give up any beverage besides water. You save all the money that you would have spent on soda or coffee or any other beverage that you were going to buy besides water. You take this money and you donate it to the 10 Days, who in turn gives it to Living Water International, who uses it to build wells in countries that don't have access to clean water. I sat down with Andrew Weaker, who's the Vice President of Campus Outreach, and he said that the 10 Days is a 10-day event that we use to demonstrate that life is greater than our own comfort by sacrificing beverages other than water. So Living Water has now been around for 25 years. So what have they been doing for these 25 years? What exactly did they do to help these countries? So like I said, their purpose was to bring clean water to these countries, but that's not all they do. There's a lot more to it. They do focus on water access. So this would mean drilling water wells there, building water pumps, things that can bring water near these people. But they also have to focus on sanitation. They want to make sure the water that they're giving these people access to is clean and healthy for them to drink. So they make sure that they're sanitized so they're still not getting sick once they have this water. They also really focus on hygiene promotion. Some people in these countries, even if they have clean water, they don't know basic hygiene like we are taught in America. So they need to teach them things like washing their hands and just basic hygiene so that they can make sure that they're drinking clean water and staying clean so that they still don't have diseases. The next thing they do is, which was talked about in the mission statement, is spread the love of Jesus Christ. This was one of the main foundations that Living Water was founded on. They wanted to, yes, meet their physical needs, but also meet their spiritual needs as well, and tell them about our biggest need, which is our need for Jesus Christ. And so the last thing they do before they leave is really focus on sustainability. They want to make sure that they're providing them these things, but that they're not leaving them helpless once they leave. They're building wells and water pumps and teaching them about hygiene, but they want to make sure when they leave that if a well breaks or a water pump breaks, that people there know how to drill and fix them and do things so that they can be self-sufficient for their new water wells in society with clean water. So they really train the people there as well so that they can teach others about hygiene and be able to sustain the wells and water pumps. Today, they've done over 15,000 projects. If you look at this map, you see that they've reached almost the whole globe. You see numbers where they've done projects, and these are the numbers of the amount of projects they've done in certain areas. So, in conclusion, you have learned how and why Living Water International was formed, who is involved in Living Water International, and what they do. As you can see, this company that started with a few people working in one country has now expanded and reached many countries and helped a lot more people than they originally thought. Thank you.